Yeah. Anything in reference to Raila, you have really to be careful if you are Ruto. On both occasions, he's out of order.
He's out of order.
But to be confident, there is a sense in which Ruto is right. They say this is different from 1992. I tell him, show me how it's different. It's not different. This is 1992 exactly. In every detail. One, Moi looked so vanquished that everybody thought there was no contest. And if there's no contest, why do you give way to somebody else? That's why they all ran. Matiba, Kibaki, Jaramogi, name it. All that is required is for Matiangi to run, Kalonzo to run, Maraga to run, and they fragment the votes and Ruto could win. So there's no difference between even the 50% plus one. If Ruto became number one and there's a runoff, it will tilt, it will jolt the people who had thought he was finished. What is not possible and what Ruto cannot afford to do is to defeat the people of Kenya.
The numbers?
Yes, which is what happened in 2002.
You're just in time for Richard Mwenja exclusive. I'm hoping that you're having a wonderful weekend. Prof is here with me. Prof, good to see you.
Thank you.
You're doing well?
Wonderful, now thank God.
All right. You've always endorsed men who show or really amplify their own sense of strength. And let me get your sense on the president's show of belief in his future politically, even in 2027. Just a day ago, he had this to say that, look at me and look at the people competing against me. The only person I would have competed with in 2027 is Raila Odinga. I'll be done with these ones very early in the morning. Of course, this is a direct jab on the united opposition. President believes they're gonna be a walkover for him. Do you really welcome this kind of self-belief from the president?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
But then again, don't you think it's a tough gamble when you underestimate the strength of your opponents?
It's bad also, but what look here. If you are going into a race, you must be going to win. You must say you are going to win. When boxers are weighing in the last thing before you see what they tell each other. You know, that kind of stuff. So Ruto is right to say he will win. The confidence is also bringing out is necessary. So that those who are supporting you should know they are supporting a man. At a time when one-term chants are all over the country, you need to do something to give hope to those who are supporting you. So Ruto is right.
On the flip side though, Prof, from the eyes of Baba supporters, don't you think it's insinuating a negative message in the sense that maybe even Baba's exit might have something to do with you seeing him as a competitor in 2027?
Yeah, you know, so the politicians don't weigh their words. That was in bad taste.
That was in bad taste? Or the other day talking about nimeondoa watu wa masufuria kichwani?
Yeah, you know, that kind of. I don't know who teaches these people how. I mean, there must be advice how to speak. Some certain things that don't go well with people. Yeah, anything in reference to Raila, you have really to be careful if you are Ruto. On both occasions, he's out of order.
He's out of order.
But to be confident, there is a sense in which Ruto is right.
Give me that sense.
When Ruto looks at his strategy and looks at the opposition, he could be right that he has no competitor.
Through building other...
Yesterday in my club, where I was there while time taking Uji and everything else in between there, this debate was very hot. And people were telling Manyora, you are saying that Ruto stands a chance. I told him, yes. We have listened to you, Manyora. Where do you get this sense that Ruto has a chance? And I told them, Ruto has a chance. The springboard of the discussion was my last video in which I said that Ruto will get more votes from Mount Kenya than from Luo Nyanza.
Yeah.
It was a very long, heated debate that lasted more than 2 hours. That people kept coming. And By the time we were leaving, there was almost a crowd of more than 15 people on our table. People standing and contributing. Now say, the first thing you want to do is not to underrate William Ruto. That happened to us in 1992, and didn't we lose to Moi?
We did.
Those of us who thought we were opposition, I wasn't quite there. But they say this is different from 1992. I tell him, show me how it's different. It's not different. This is 1992 exactly. In every detail. One, Moi looked so vanquished that everybody thought there was no contest. And if there's no contest, why do you give way to somebody else? That's why they all ran. Matiba, Kibaki, Jaramogi, name it. Because they thought Moi was so finished, so vanquished. There was nothing. It's like there's nobody in the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is not there.
The cloud has passed.
How do you give somebody a pass? Si wewe unaingiza hata wewe uingia kwa vitabu kwamba wewe umeingiza bao. And that's so. There's no difference between 92 and 2022 because we all feel 2027, Ruto is finished. The second thing is Moi used divide and rule.
Divide and rule?
Yeah, divide and beat. Who tells you Ruto would not divide the opposition?
At a time when they are painting a picture of a united front?
Yes. All that is required is for Matiangi to run, Kalonzo to run, Maraga to run, and they fragment the votes and Ruto could win. So there's no difference between even the 50% plus one. If Ruto became number one and there's a runoff, it will tilt, it will jolt the people who had thought he was finished. So for him to sell again himself during the rerun will be much easier now. Because people don't want to associate with failure. So there will be many people who would not have voted for Ruto because they thought he was finished.
True.
Now that he has come out round one being strong, and he has more resources than these people who have now depleted themselves. And there are issues of why wasn't Matiangi given, and now he's number 3 or number 4, so he's not on the ticket. The Kisses can get annoyed and give Ruto. So under those kind of considerations, Ruto can indeed beat these people. What Ruto can't do, however,
tell me.
So Ruto is right, he can beat the opposition, and there's nobody in the opposition. That is a very serious possibility. What is not possible, and what Ruto cannot afford to do, is to defeat the people of Kenya.
The numbers?
Yes, which is what happened in 2002. Moi was not facing Kibaki. Moi was facing the people of Kenya. And there's no way he could have beaten the people of Kenya. So the only way this game can be assured 100%, and that's why I want to agree with Ruto, he doesn't see any competition. And he's right. Where is the competition? It's not quite there. But he cannot beat the people of Kenya. And so the work is cut out for the opposition, is to make this contest a contest between one William Kipchirchir Samoei Arap Ruto against the people of Kenya.
Just that.
Anything else he can beat them. He can beat a candidate. He can beat Matiangi. He can beat Kalonzo. He can beat Maraga or Mutati. He can beat all of them.
The only person he can't beat is Mama.
But he cannot beat the people of Kenya. The only person he cannot beat if he's an individual is Mama Ida. And again, that discussion came up.
High on that message?
Again, that discussion came up yesterday where
it was all over the internet.
And people are saying, Manyora, you are crazy. How? I told them, you do not understand. Mama Ida does not have to say anything.
Carries the spirit of Raila?
If she is packaged, if I'm given, let me boast.
Sure.
Let me boast a bit. If I'm given Mama Ida, just to present her to the people of Kenya, even Ruto will run away. She may not even contest. People are expecting she will say something. She will bring. She doesn't have to bring anything on the table. She doesn't have to say anything. Actually, she doesn't have to say anything.
The same assumption was made on Peter Kenneth a while ago.
By who?
Thinking that he had the people.
Which Peter Kenneth was just somebody. It was just another name.
But
how could you have given Peter Kenneth any chance? tunawesmek.
Prof, look, you are dismissing the figures, calling themselves the principals within the United Opposition.
I'm not dismissing them. I am saying the possibility of Ruto beating them is there.
It is there.
Significantly present. Yes. What Ruto cannot do is to beat the people of Kenya. So unless you create a people of Kenya moment, unless you recreate a 2002 moment, a movement, a wave, rainbow, Ruto has a chance against your candidate. I'm not saying you'll beat the candidate, but he has a chance.
He stands a chance. But to create that rainbow moment...
That's where the challenge is, but it's much easier than 202. Because today we have the Gen Zs.
True.
Those are the people with whom the official opposition can recreate a 2002 moment.
By getting to a point
So it's
of
easier
consensus.
to create that moment today than it was in 2002. I saw some politician, let me try and remember who it is. I saw some politician, Mukisa Kitui, ravishing the role of Raila Odinga. I said, God, oh, was it Mukisa Kitui? Yeah. I said, God, does Mukita Kitui understand the politics?
He's a technocrat.
Does he understand politics? How could Kibaki have beaten Uhuru Kenyatta? Under what circumstances? Zero. There's no chance anywhere, even without the accident. There's no chance anywhere Kibaki would have beaten Uhuru. No, zero, absolutely zero like this.
It was Raila's hand?
Yeah, you needed to bring everybody together to beat Uhuru.
That's what
He wasn't going to beat Uhuru at all. You know, great moments are not calculated on the table. It's just tap and everything changes. So that Tosha thing, Mukisa Kitui doesn't understand it. He said they already had a candidate, which is true.
True.
Ngilu, Wamalwa, and Kibaki. They had Kibaki, obvious.
Yeah.
They were just buying time. But was Kibaki going to beat Uhuru? If they went with the Kibaki, and then Raila gave Saitoti or somebody else, see, Uhuru was going to beat them. It's a no-brainer.
Kiru was one of the chief architects in that entire arrangement.
Yes.
He'll tell us more soon enough.
Yes.
But then again, Prof, how much of an artillery boost is it now that Fred Matiangi has now been nominated as the deputy party leader of Jubilee?
Yes.
And also been nominated as Jubilee Party's presidential flag bearer in 2027?
Yes.
Or rather, representative in the United Opposition?
Yes.
How do you think this boosts further the presence of United Opposition?
It is good because, first of all, now, he will go on the table.
True.
That's a good chance that Jubilee is sending somebody to that table.
True.
Because there's the possibility that Matiangi could go alone. They are in the house looking for white smoke, he doesn't enter there.
True.
So the fact that he has gone where the smoke will come from is itself a very positive thing. Positive to the extent that now they will produce one person if Matiangi is there. Because again, it will be very bad for him to go in, and when he's not chosen, he bolts. Yeah.
All right, it makes sense.
If I was Matiangi, I would have sort of, you need to weigh very carefully. If it looks as indeed it looks, the guys are more or less decided against him, then he goes inside. Once you are inside, you can't come out and cry like a baby. Oh, it was unfair. No, people will not listen to you. Wakwambia, ulikuwa hapo ndani na wenzako, unga huyo mmoja mkono.
Baki hapo ndani.
Hao wanasiasa, they don't calculate.
They are myopic?
Not myopic. They just don't calculate. Because from where I stand, Matiangi has been shown already that he will not be considered. Anaingia kwa hiyo nyumba kufanya nini? Kama haitaka kusimama. Lakini for the purpose of the opposition and the people of Kenya, it is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, but in terms of politics, then it's bad politics. It's poor politics. He didn't understand the game well. Yeah.
What do you make of DCP party seeding ground for DAP Kenya when it comes to the Malava by-elections?
That's long overdue. It was long overdue. How can you say you are going to unite a at the national level when you cannot show unity in Malava? What do you tell the people when you give room to a DP candidate in Mbeere North, but come and plant your candidate in Malava? What message are you sending? So it was long overdue.
It was long overdue.
Yeah.
So far, are the stars aligned for Seth Panyako when it comes to that particular by-election?
Seth Panyako has won already.
Has a head start?
Not head start, he has won. He's MP elect.
Seth Panyako?
Seth Panyako is MP elect Malaba constituency. I can call it. I can call.
Do you foresee Seth Panyako being a game changer in Western Kenya politics? Because we know him from trade union movement, and he's been a firebrand therein.
Yeah.
Do you see him carrying these traits to the political arena? Because some have just remained a pale shadow
No.
of their former
Panyako is young. He's ambitious. He's energetic. He's vibrant. And he's a really politician. To weave his place through, his way through the way he has done, up to the trade union movement, and even within the trade union movement, after Trolley, I can see Seth Panyako taking over as Secretary General of Court.
Or
This election coming, Trolley is likely to win. But the next one, my friend, that is for Seth Panyako.
Constantine Wesonga, perhaps?
Now, Constantine Wesonga is just a small union.
You can dare say that about your boss in the trade union?
No, but we are the numbers. We are few. And we are not even in Kotu. We are less than 2,000. How many nurses do you have? Seth Panyako has a huge union and is likely to become the Secretary General of Kotu after Trolley. He's just bidding. When Mzee Trolley says, nimetosheka,
my time is up.
My time is up. Seth Panyako. And within the context of Western politics, because Seth Panyako is going to join the team of loyal leaders who are mainly young or firebrand, even if they are not young like Kina Kalwale, Kina Malala. They are going to coalesce around a political party that represents the interest of the the Luhya nation. Already within DAP, Natembe is too big for that party. So somehow he will leave. And people like Seth Panyako are more aligned to Natembe than to Amalwa. So you can see there's going to be a very powerful team of Western leaders, mainly young people. And they can cause a lot of storm in national politics, a big storm.
Well, there you have it from Herman Manyora, a resident analyst on the channel. Keep subscribed, keep liking our content, sharing with your friends, colleagues, and also make sure you partner with us through many avenues that are there under Nairobi Review. All you need to do is contact us via the numbers displayed at the bottom part of your screen. Until you get to do this again sometime next week, do enjoy the rest of your viewing.